Hey guys, it is churches, graveyards and graves, and it's a lovely day as you can see, and today we are at Drayton, Basset. Now you might have heard the word Drayton because really it's right next to Drayton Manor Park. So I don't know whether you've ever been to that theme park, but it's right next to it. So it's a lovely little village. And this village has been around since the Domesday Book in 1096. And there's this church here. And this church has been extensively restored. This church is called St Peters at Drayton Basset. And it has been extensively restored. So you would assume it was some sort of place of worship here ever since like the Domesday in 1096. But obviously over time, it's been restored, it's changed and that sort of thing. So we're going to have a look at it now because there is also an interesting grave here which I will show you in a bit. So without further ado, I'm going to turn it around and show you this beautiful churchyard and this fantastic church. So this is St Peters at Drayton Basset, and I just wanted to show you this because if you have a look closely, this side of it is newer. So the large chancel side of it is from around 1840, and you can certainly see that it's not a Saxon church or anything like that due to the building blocks. So see that they're all pretty level, they've been sort of more like machine cut. But the tower is from 1790, so we can assume that the clock maybe was a slightly later add-on. So the actual tower itself is probably the oldest part of the church. You can see it's in slightly a different stone as we go round from the chancel side of it. So the tower is the oldest bit, and it's got a lovely archway. There's some graffiti but no markings to tell you its age or anything like that. And then you've got this beautiful Victorian lamp here, and we would say that this clock is also a Victorian add-on. So that's the church itself. So I'm just going to show you a few of these little features. You've got this fantastic door here with the iron hinges and things like that. So this would have all been Victorian, maybe some 18th century. And as I turn it around, I just want to show you these wonderful yew trees as well. So this tells you that this has been a place of worship for quite some time, because really the graveyard is probably older. And as I go around, you can see the village, and there's another yew tree over there. So these were generally planted in places of worship in much older times, in around sort of the 13th century, even before that, in the 12th century. So this is a fantastic graveyard, although most of it now is modern graves. Around to the side of the church now, and I just wanted to point this grave out to you. Most of them are actually modern, but I saw this one and it really intrigued me a little bit, mostly because of the symbolism on it. So it's from 1820 and it's a slate grave, and I love these slate graves because they didn't erode so badly as some of the others. And we've got like an epitaph here, and it says, "Disease and toil and sorrow mark life's bound, while 80 years and 10 complete the round. Though various changes I have passed, heaven's my change, I hope at last." So this is obviously a ledger grave, so you've got both the husband and the wife here, and you've got this urn, which is very typical symbolism of these like Victorian, pre-Victorian graves. And this is a lovely one. It's really well decorated. It shows the death of the flesh, and it's got the eternal flame here. You can see this fantastic eternal flame showing that when they go to heaven, that flame of eternity is still going. But what intrigues me, they've also included this serpent. Can you see that? This lovely serpent around this globe. So the globe sometimes represents knowledge, so we might find that these were quite a wealthy couple, and the serpent represents eternity. So it's not like you might imagine the serpent, oh, you know, that's from Genesis and it's Satan. It's not like that. The serpent was often represented around the globe as showing eternal life, the soul's journey around the globe into eternity. And that's what this is here. And you've got them on both sides, like facing each other, which is an absolute beautiful grave. You don't often see this globe symbolism and these wonderful snakes on here. And then you've got this fantastic decoration around this grave, and right at the side of it, and it is part of it. And so obviously this grave has been moved because these are footstones. So these would have been at the end of the grave, and it is them. So you've got JT, John Townsend, and then you've got Eliza Townsend. So that's the ET. So this grave has been put at the side of the church, but it wouldn't have originally been here because those footstones would have been at the end of their grave, not right next to it. So we can see the movement there, maybe for safety reasons or some other reason they have moved this grave, but an absolute beauty there with it still, with the footstones still intact. Hope you enjoyed just seeing that beautiful church at Drayton, Basset, St Peters, and I hope you enjoyed seeing that wonderful grave with that amazing globe and the serpent representing eternity as it goes round the globe. And the way that grave was, you've got this serpent like wrap round it, not just circling it, which was absolutely stunning. So I hope you liked that video, and I have got another video to come after this one about this churchyard, because there's another interesting grave in here. So if you have liked my video, please like and share it. I am on Buy Me a Coffee now. If ever you fancy helping me, that would be fantastic. But if not, thank you for liking it anyway, because it does encourage me, and I love all your comments. And if you've got any questions, please ask them. Even though I don't know, I'm no expert. I just look around and look at it really. But I love coming to these places. Let's keep these wonderful historic churches alive. See you soon, guys.